Don Boden from SimpleLibraryReview.com. Today we're going to be checking out brand new developer Artistry Audio's Origin X. Artistry Audio has released what they're calling a modern loop engine. Now, watching over the videos, this thing looks to be packed full of not only 1,400 different kinds of loops produced, but all kinds of effects, resequencing, sound controls, and effects. Origin X downloads at 3.97 gigabytes. It's what they're calling a modern loop engine. It's got 1,400 loops in one NKI. You got 350 master presets, 130 sounds presets, 100 effects presets. Library is compatible with the free version of Contact Player, version 6.4.1 or higher, and it does make sure to note that it requires an Intel i5 processor. It says it is heavy on CPU. Origin X normally sells for $299. At the time of putting this together, it's on a special intro price for $149. I'll include a link to take you straight over to the developer's page, first thing in the description below. Alright, I've got Origin X here. It's one NKI, it's a Contact Player instrument. I got Contact Player 6 up, and I need to adjust my size a little bit. There it goes. Now, watching over the videos, I was very excited to check this out because it looks like one of those instruments that on the fly, you're going to be able to create something really quickly. Right, I've played with Origin X for quite a bit here, and I've saved that. So if you want to just see my first attempts to go through it, get a feel for it, understand it, this is such a deep, complex instrument for a loop machine. However, I feel like it delivers some great sounds, and it's really quick to get things going. For the beginning of this entire video, I'll put indexes in the description below so you can jump around if you'd like. The entire beginning of this video here, we're just going to listen to some of the loops from the master presets because there's tons of them here. This will give you a feel for the source material. And that's by triggering the blue keys, and then some affected would trigger the red keys. Now, there's a lot more to this instrument than just what you get from master presets because of all the effects controls and things, macros that you can have there. But for the purpose of the majority of this video here, I'm just going to mute my mic, and we're just going to listen through this because I think that's going to be the best way for you and myself to see just how or why I might use Origin X. So without further ado, let's just jump in. I'm muting my mic. We're going to listen to a ton of stuff. Here we go. Yeah, let's listen to some more. Moving on. Yes, some of these are pretty cool. Let's continue. Now, you've probably noticed I'm changing tempo between each one. Sometimes I'll just play the C here, and then I'll change the tempo. See what might work best for this loop collection. I'm definitely starting to see some, I don't want to say repetitions, conceptually, the way the instrument works. Where's this? There's a lot of, gating, and then there's this guy. There's quite a bit of these kind of riffs, and then some bass notes. Lots of verb overall on the way that the effects set up. Let's continue on. Listen to more. Anytime you hear that crunchy, that's because I'm changing tempos. Right in the middle, playing back drastically. Now, one thing I'm wondering if I missed, is there a way to, I don't know if it's latch is the right word. Let's see. Basically, I want to be able to never play off beat. And it seems like there'd be a way to hard quantize to the tempo within the instrument without having to play the MIDI and then quantize that. Let's continue on. One way I'm starting to see that I might utilize this is to create all of my drums on one core for layer 1. And of course, do some effects and things like that. But I think that by doing that, I might be able to just create one instrument playing all my drums. And then for this preset, it's a great example of how I'd create a whole instrument with a different channel just to play my melodic content. I think that probably makes sense. Let's listen to just a couple more. I'm not sure how long I've been going here. Blood Moon. Slow it down tempo a bit. Starting to get a feel for the diversity, maybe, of the sample set. These loops tend to lean a little on the EDM, a little bit ambient, tiny bit of world tucked in there, some funky beats. That's what I'm hearing. What about you guys? What are you hearing thus far? All right, let's do just a couple more. I think we might have already done that one. Now, watching over the videos, I was very excited to check this out because it looks like one of those instruments that on the fly, you're going to be able to create something really quickly. However, this thing looks a little complicated. So let's see if we can figure it all out. I watched the videos once. I do have the manual, so I can pull that up if we need to, but let's check it out here. We've got our presets here, master presets, and we've got different presets for kits, sounds, effects, and macros. So let's just go back to what it loads up with here, the Leviathan. And we've got blue keys, which play the sounds, right? Oh, I gotta get on the, there we go. Oh, here we go. funky. Even more funky. Okay, so that's the blue keys are triggering back our sounds. And we've got two different layers. Layer 1 and then layer 2, which is the red ones. And those are the affected versions. So it looks like I can play right here. Oops. And you can see it's tuned down. You can see here. It's got some delay and some drive. Let's make it lo-fi, shall we? There we go. Now what happens is once you get all these together, you can start to create things. Just with a few notes. And then down here on this F red key in the middle, it'll let us change our roots. I've got a lot of noise there. I'm going to turn that off because that's just going to drive me crazy. Here we go. Now we should be able to change our roots. And I'm changing those roots by playing the yellow keys. So let's go into our sound. Is that where our root change is? Yeah, we're getting quite a bit going on there just from playing around in these yellow keys. And I thought these were just pitch keys. Let's go ahead and check out some of the presets. We've got instrument presets and the preset browser. So we got kits and effects. So for example, for this, we listen to the back and forth sound presets. Let's load up the odd remix kit. Let's see what happens here. All right, so what I'm understanding, looking over this now, is our kits are our sample sets. And each sample set has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 samples included. I don't know why I had to count. It's one shy of an octave. Mama never said I was that smart. And then our sound presets, looks like it alters all of the sounds. And then we've got effects presets. These get changed with the effects presets right here. Man, okay. That's just getting to how the instrument works. On top of that, there's macros, which means you can assign tons of different effects, manipulations, and whatnot to one or two different mobs and play with them. So I think for the purpose of this video, let's check out a ton of presets and kind of get a feel for who or how we might be able to use this. I'm going to go ahead and load up, let's see, dots and loops. Okay, getting a little feel for what those included loops are, and then also down here, getting a feel for how you can use these keys. What I'm finding interesting is this is a snap back to root right here, and I'm not sure if that's a setting that I didn't see in the video tutorials. Let's continue on, shall we? Let's go to randomized graveyard passage. Let's check it out. And I wonder if we're stuck on the effects of the reverse. I'm at 120, just for a little tempo sake. Let's go down to 85. We can see that it's tempo syncing nicely. Let's continue on. Let's just listen to a bunch of master presets. Looks like we usually have drums on the first note. All right, lots of fun already. I'm just starting to get a feel for it. Let's continue on. Yeah, this one's nice. I'm going to stop and record a little bit and see what happens. All right, I spent about maybe 2.5 minutes just kind of playing around. I started to find some stuff I really liked. I'm going to play back what I recorded just so you can hear it, utilizing this Devil's Dance Party. Keep in mind, I didn't do any key switching because my hands were busy up there triggering loops. But I could do some key switching now and see what happens. I'm going to stop right there because the thing I'm wondering now that we've gotten to this point is, can I send all these loops out to separate tracks so that I can capture them or manipulate them quickly in my DAW? Going to have to look that up in the book. All right, let's check out some more. I'm going to go ahead and change tempo. Let's go, let's take it down tempo. Let's do like 84. And let's find another preset. How about Catch a Fire? Let's see if this is going to be a little reggae, maybe? Yeah, pretty neat. I think that now that I've dug through this much, this video is going to be much more interesting for anyone watching if I just put all this stuff I've done already at the very end, and I'll start the video from this point here. Now, there is so much more to dig into this. I could probably easily do a 4-hour video as I learn about the effects controls, amps, slicing, shaping, the macros. I'll be sure to include all of the Origin X official videos and any other review videos I find on the web page at samplelibraryreview.com. So if you want to learn all about it, to do your due diligence before you make a purchase, you can do it all on the Sample Library Review page. I want to get your input, though. Is Origin X the kind of instrument you'll want to be using? Is it something you're going to grab during this intro promotion they've got going on for, what, $149, normally $249? And is this going to be used for library music for you? Is it going to be used for ambient and electronic EDM? Or is this just an inspiration toolkit for you? Did you hear the sounds and think, yes, this is something that I can easily have as a starting off point or a jumping off point for my own music? Now, for me personally, I'm thinking that this is a fantastic way to quickly create some background music. It's something I could probably dedicate a day to and finish, 7 to 12 tracks. I'm starting to get a feel that Origin X is a great way to quickly pop out stuff. And again, once I dive in and learn more about the effects, macros, all the programming, I think that there's going to be expanded opportunities as how far we could take this massive set of loops out further. If you haven't already, please comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please like, share, and subscribe. Always love your support. And be sure to head over to samplelibraryreview.com for latest news, reviews, and our weekly deals page.